Hey, what's up guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Albert Sartucci, and right here, this video is with team member John. He's at the hockey, getting ready to do a distance cast. Mind you, I'm going to give you some behind the scenes details that you don't know about. First off, the reel he has is the first time he has played with a distance casting reel, kind of the same with me on my reel, and I was talking about in the other videos. Now the other thing is too, he's learning the cast and technique and form in doing this. So we are definitely going to keep doing the knowledge breakdown on this video with just his cast, because what ends up happening if I start mixing up two different casters or three different casters in one video, then you might lose the train of thought of that person and try to how he's going to improve his cast. So we're going to go ahead and keep it down to that, and we'll see how this goes.
Gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I got a line. I'ma call the whole team.
Alright guys, so here's John's cast, and you're gonna see him set up. A lot of the setting up is because you have plenty of room to move around and stuff like that, but everybody tries to get themselves in a proper position to do whatever cast they're going to do, you know, and then also check over everything, make sure you don't have say your clicker on or the mag fully engaged and stuff like that. So right here you see him swing it out, and what he's going to do is going to bring it back in so he can start his cast. So he brings it in slowly, he's setting up. He's going to swing it out, and one of the things that I did notice on this, he's doing a Hatteras cast. Right here when he swings back, you see how high that tip is? Let me show you that again real quick. Alright, so as he's swinging out, the weight is swinging out away from him. And there you go, you see the weight there in the bottom of the screen? Well, as it goes out, his tip is still real high. When he starts to drop it, you'll notice he lost from right there. Hold on, let me back up a little bit. I'm gonna let it finish, but I'm gonna show you how much cast he lost. Alright, as the tip drops down, he's gonna start to rotate his body to move forward. However, the weight is supposed to be behind him and or out at a flat line, in line with his fishing rod. And you'll see it right here. See how the rod tip is pretty straight with it? That means that the line is also angled down. It's not straight in line with it, and you can see it really close. What this means is, you'll see it right here. I'm going to go clip by clip. See, as his rod is starting to drop, there's still no pressure from the weight loading the fishing rod. It's all pretty much straight. So from that high angle all the way down here, that's almost what, 15% of his cast. There's another one. It's barely starting to load, and because it's barely starting to load, you're gonna see that it's gonna come almost in front of him from there to there before the rod is fully loaded. That means he lost a great majority of his cast because he started the cast too soon. And instead of dropping his tip way down to say right there and then starting from that position, he started way up top where the angle was, you know, basically I've shown you all this in other videos when we try to line up the weight with the line before we actually turn to burn. He didn't do that. He had a triangle or pyramid look and deal, and because of that he had to wait through the cast from that starting position of the high point down to where the weight and line is finally in line and loading the rod. He lost about 20% of his power going through there, waiting for that rod to come in and play or load up the rod for the cast to go. All right, here we go. So now you see the tip is real high. As he starts moving his leg forward so he can start bringing it around, you'll see from that point all the way till right there is where he lost a lot of the power of his cast. I'm going to show it to you again real quick. He starts way up high and he starts to turn to burn, and through this whole portion there's no load on the rod. It's all free falling, and that is happening because the rod tip is way up high, the weight is down low. Think of a pyramid. He's built a teepee right there, and so as he's turning to burn, the weight is moving away from him, but not at a pace to load the rod. It doesn't get loaded to right there when it's right behind him, and he's only getting from that one, it only looked like a 40, maybe 50% of his cast because of that turn to burn right there. And again, guys, we all know that we are still learning and still trying to up our game on this, and this is something that me and John talked about. You know, he wants as much input of every portion of his cast that can be broken down so he can understand it, because he wants to improve. So again, guys, y'all may see him, I'm being real hard on him, but this is what we got to do in order to be able to critique each other and know where it's going to go and which way we want to grow with. So here's his next cast. Let's check this out. Alright guys, so there you go. High tip up, he's swinging around, the rod starts to load, and then he explodes at the very end. I do have to start pointing out the other good things that he is doing in the cast, and that is the finishing off of his hand placement, his foot placement, and rod placement. You can see his arms fully extended on both of them. It's also a great thing too, by keeping them extended like that, he's not T-Rexing himself, and swinging that left arm, bringing it down to his hip. It's a great way to finish off a cast, and he's keeping good positive control throughout the cast from that point on. So again, guys, like I said, the best thing to do is to stick with one person on the cast through the casting video, so that way you can see after watching them what to look for and where they can improve, or what they may be doing that is where you need to improve from. So, you know, again, guys, like I said, for us, it's showing one person at a time. And like I said, this video was for John, so he can check it out. And again, too, you know, this is his first reel, guys, for the high-speed world, you know what I mean? And these reels are specifically designed for just the cast of weight by itself, not with bait or anything else, and or for the fight after the cast. So this is a great opportunity for all of us to learn something and to kind of start, oh, okay, now I can see what he's talking about. Obviously, it does take the ability of the phone and slowing it down to be able to share this with you. So stay tuned to mine. I'm going to break myself down on my cast as well.